Welcome again to the channel, Life with Jennifer J.M. and I am your girl, Auntie Jane, Auntie Jane. Yes, my viewers, my friend, my subscriber. Politics I get hot. Politics I get hot. Let's see. Warmington. This is a whole clip. But him not like Bruce Golding, because Bruce Golding talk the truth. Bruce Golding come out and say agree now with Usain Bolt. The government have a responsibility because the government is the one who grant these people license. And if they grant them a license, then people are going to believe that they are credible because the government grant them license. You see what I say? So, I'm going to hear what Bruce Golding have to say.
Helping us to, well, he never mince a word, you know. Him said that you must fire left, right, and center. And you must put in some new penalties and hold people accountable. And I agree with him. You know, government have a responsibility. They are the ones that issue licenses to these investment houses, you know, and then the issuing of the license, what they are saying to the public is that I'm satisfied that these are good people to do business with, so you can go do business with them. Well, that is what Usain Bolt did, and look what happened to him.
So you hear what Bruce Golding have to say. No, you want to hear what one him have to say.
You always find some reason to go after and do honest indirectly. And my position is, Bruce Golding, as leader, has been a failure. As Prime Minister, double failure. So you need to stop it now.
And then one him I can call about Mark Golding is descendant of the slave. Now, we do some check. Then I know who we know. Some check I'm going to tell you now. Charles Warmington, profile and legacy from 1792. You saw how far it trace back to? This may help everyone Warmington for know for him roots. Biography. Owner of the Hermitage in St. John, Jamaica. From at least 1826 resident in Jamaica. From at least 1820 deceased by 25/10/1836. Charles, son of Joseph Warmington and Elizabeth Keys of Lanivet, Cornwall, England, Baptist in Lanivet, Cornwall, England, the 27th of the 5th, 1792. He had one sister, Elizabeth, two brothers, Joseph and Nicholas, whom he honored by naming his children after them. In 1826, he registered ownership of enslaved people on the Hermitage plantation in the parish of St. John, with 5 enslaved people whom he had purchased since 1823. By 1829, he had purchased a further 3 enslaved people from a deputy marshal's sale by 1832. He had purchased 2 enslaved people in St. John, also from a deputy marshal's sale, along with a further 3 who were registered in St. Thomas in the Vale, bringing his total number of enslaved people to 13. Joseph Charles Warmington of the parish of St. John, Jamaica. Name enslaved people left to my son Joseph Warmington. Nicholas Warmington, Charles Keys Warmington, Elizabeth Warmington, and Francis Warmington. My freehold estate called the Hermitage shall be kept, an home of Miss Elizabeth Queensborough, and the children named so long as the said Elizabeth Queensborough may connect with any person who may become or to be of injury to my children, in which case I hereby impound and request that my executors hereafter caused the said Elizabeth Queensborough to be dispossessed, and the premise called the Hermitage and kept in their possession upon trust that they said executor and duly transfer. Now this is Everall Warmington we do a research man, because not even him we get up at table. Oh, Mark Gully must go back on the banana boat to England when come from. You might what? The slave owner and them. For your genealogy, my brother, you go check it out. You know, so sometimes when some of we black people get up and chat, we just chat because we want to chat through we skin black. I don't know where we come from. I don't know how much of the slave master intertwined with before we ancestors. Our no lineage I come from the same slave master. I don't check on the history. It is my will and desire that my children should be educated out of proceed of my estate and respectable manner, also that such a son shall apprentice to some respectable trade or profession. The word is apprentice. The expense of which I make liable all my estate, both real or personal, all rest and residue to my executor, to be equally divided between my children as tenant in common. So, Everall Warmington, you are a descendant of the slave master. Everall Warmington, you are a descendant of the slave master. Yes? Yes, Black Warmington is not only a white skin make you not a descendant, but your genealogy. So your lineage, because if the slave master did impregnate your great-great-grandmother, your seed lineage is from the slave master. So I hope I open your understanding, Mr. Warmington, so that you know exactly where you're coming from. And next time when you say Marky G, just remember, say you're my cousin. Just remember, say you and Mark Golding our first cousin, descendant of the slave, in your own terms. My viewers, my friend, and my subscribers, I love this history. Oh my God. Share this, man. Share it. Tag Wami. Tag Wami there for me. Leave your comments. And the conversation continue. And I'm your girl, Auntie Jen. Catch you next time. Bye.
We don't want the one from the plantocracy. We don't want that. I spoke before in West Kingston and they attacked me saying I'm a racist. I'm not a racist. I went to white man country, study, make some money and come back. Not a racist. I'm a realist. Not a racist, a realist. Okay? I said send him back on the back on the boat. You must think about that. What I'm saying, let me clarify what I said. I did not attack white people. Out of many, one people. But I'm talking about one individual who is a descendant of the plantocracy, whose parents are descendants of slave owners. I